Cheers, I do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? I am not the Beer Whisperer. Who else would I be, man? And this cute little growl, this little baby. Anyway, I have the most recent limited specialty beer from Springfield Brewing Company, their Candy Bar. It is a 5.3% brown ale. They're Bull Creek Brown. And then they also employ cocoa nibs and coconut aged in Heaven Hill barrels. I've had various, well, not this beer, but I've had other similar ABV barrel-aged beers, and they typically do two things wrong. They either don't get enough of those bourbon barrel notes, or it just overpowers the base beer. And what they've done here is just nothing short of spectacular. It gives you still keep those same beautiful brown ale notes, but you add all those beautiful Heaven Hill barrel notes. So yeah, this is a new thing they started doing with their Mug Club, is they give you this little growler and you get four free fills. You get four free fills throughout the year. You get four free fills throughout the year. And I wanted to save mine, right? I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to wait till close to the end of the year. But I had this beer a couple times, and man, I have got to take some of them. Especially we've got a snowy, wow, we are getting a little accumulation there. A whole lot more than they said we were going to. Thought it'd be a perfect weekend for such beer. So, I've actually had this 3 different times at the brewery now. And the last time, the second time I had it is when they gave me the growler. I almost filled it then. So now I want to save them. So then I stopped by yesterday after work for one, and I didn't have my growler with me, but I made the decision that when I got off work today, Friday, when I got off work on Friday, that I would definitely get that filled. It is one that I would have probably preferred to do it at a time where I could share it with a friend, but since I knew we were going to have a dreary weekend, especially today, I thought this would be the perfect day to enjoy this particular beer, especially since it is only 5.3%. I'm having trouble speaking. I haven't even had a beer yet today. I've had a rough day, man. I was out there, I had to load and unload a van. And it was cold, man. My fingers were frozen by the time I was done. And I was breathing in that cold air, and I just been shaking off a cough ever since. And then I thought I lost my necklace, and that almost sent me into a serious depression, because this is, the one we wear for Seamus. If I lost it, I don't know what I would have done. But anyway, it was found. So it's been that kind of day. So here I am now, finally having a beer. Yeah, that's what's beautiful about this, is you do feel that brown ale on the nose, right? Those light toasty malt notes. But that bourbon barrel, yeah, see, like I said, when I've had lower ABV versions, they tend to do two things: either be not enough bourbon, or it just kills the original base beer. And here somehow they're able to bring out the maximum bourbon flavor without losing the original beer. So yeah, although you do feel that brown ale on the nose, you feel that oak, you feel those beautiful Heaven Hill barrels, you feel that oak of vanilla, caramel, spice, you feel it all. Good golly, Miss Molly, that's just wonderful. Oh gosh. See, again, you take a drink. I'm gonna take a drink. The first thing you notice is this brown ale note. You also put right there. I just felt like I was getting some caramel mixed with a little bit of light malted chocolate. But yeah, then you get to that finish, and it becomes all about the bourbon barrel. You get a little vanilla that starts light and kind of builds to a crescendo in the finish. Again, you feel that oak right at the end. Maybe just a hint of spice, a little bit of cinnamon, maybe. You might get a hint of clove as well. Sometimes I feel why that is allspice, but that could be just me. I use a lot of spices like that. I'm very attuned to certain flavors, a lot of herbs, I guess I should say. This beer is just simply gorgeous, man. It is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I mean, it's a small growler. It's gonna go tonight. It's probably gonna go within the next 30 minutes. I mean, there's no point keeping it around. But yeah, I thought, well, this is how we're going to start the evening. I was gonna do this video probably about an hour ago, but then I couldn't find the necklace, and I got a little depressed, and then we did find it, but then I had to kind of come back. I was about knee deep into that depression, and so I need to find a way to come back, Tom. But yeah, I'm just incredibly sore. I'm in a lot of pain. And part of me was saying, don't drink tonight. Take a meloxicam and a muscle relaxer. You'll probably feel better. But really wanted to have a beer, man. When I was full on into depression, but once I started coming out, I said, okay, I think we can have a beer now. Because when I get like that, I get nowhere near alcohol. But I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I bought this, or I didn't buy it. I'm glad I got it though. Yeah, they give this punch card where you can get 4 punches on it. You have 4 free fills. I don't know if you can fill it at other times. I really don't know. I imagine you can at whatever cost the beer is. But yeah, my intent was to save it, get near the end of the year, and then use all 4, one right after the other. But I thought, well, this really is a beautiful specialty beer. If I'm going to use it on anything, this should be a beer that it should be used, or this could be a beer should be used, or it should be a beer. I don't know how to say that right, but bottom line is I thought, well, this really should be the beer. It is a specialty. It's a beautiful brown ale, bourbon barrel aged. It's everything in my wheelhouse. Everything but the ABV, but for some reason this beer just works, and it's kind of what I like about it too. It's not that 10% beer that you got to be real careful about. It gives you all that bourbon goodness, but again, you feel that chocolate. I didn't mention the coconut, which I should have. You feel the coconut a little bit on the nose. You feel it early on, but it's light. You really feel it as you get towards the middle, and then it kind of fades a little bit at the end, along with that chocolate. But I've described this beer as if you had a Mounds bar with a shot of bourbon, because that's what it tastes like. If you dropped that little piece of Mounds bar in your mouth and took a shot of bourbon immediately afterwards, you would have this particular beer, the Candy Bar Springfield Brewing Company. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, probably beer drinker, beer wisdom man. No, I'm not really in this nice little Sky Jazz bar behind me, but it's kind of nice, right? Cheers. Even though we can't get out like we used to, I rather than just, sit in my living room and start popping beers or whiskeys, I like to create a mood, especially when I do the videos. Put the backdrop up. Even if I'm not doing a video, though, I will do this. If I'm just, the other day I did, put a backdrop on it as I wrote an article. Yeah, because, get yourself in the mood. Don't just say, okay, I have to be at home. Make the best of it. When I get ready to do something, I'll just tell my wife I'm going to the pub. She knows I'm either going to the garage, the kitchen, or right in front of the television set, or I'll say, hey, I'm going to the beer garden. Then she knows I'm going to the backyard. So, hey, man, you can be pessimistic about it, or you can be optimistic about it. I choose to make the best of it. When life gives me lemons, I make whiskey sours. I am Tom, the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, probably beer drinker, beer wisdom man. All around good guy. Cheers.